I'm just gonna say it. I hate Breath of Fire 2. Yeah, I know a lot of you are gonna hate me for this, but just hear me out. And I mean, I respect your. I mean, if you like Breath of Fire 2 better than Breath of Fire 1, then I mean, I respect your opinion. You're free to have your own opinion, and I'm free to have my own. But I'm just confused. Seriously, I'm just confused. But yeah, just hear me out. I mean, this is unscripted, so it might go on for a while. So yeah. I mean, for a week, I played Breath of Fire 1, and I managed to beat it after that time, because it was very confusing, yet very fun. And, I mean, it was basically a very good RPG that's, well, to some people it might not be better than Final Fantasy, but I kind of like it better than Final Fantasy. True, the first Final Fantasy game had much, or the first games. I mean, I'm talking about the chronological ones, or the ones that were not released in America. Because I mean, I don't count the ones that count Final Fantasy 2 as Final Fantasy. I don't count the one that's really Final Fantasy 4 as Final Fantasy 2. I'm not an idiot. I'm not calling you people idiots. It's just, yeah. But whatever, I'm getting ahead of myself. I mean, Final Fantasy was so immersive and stuff, but Breath of Fire just seemed to be just a lot better. I mean, the title was cool, and yeah. So, I mean, I played it, and I managed to beat it, and I mean, and what really got me to play it was Bennett the Sage's top 10 SNES RPGs. And since I happen to have this SNES 9X version 1.51, hint, if you want to have a better SNES emulator, get that version, because it won't be crackly. The sound, that is. But it's a pain in the butt to get it set up. I'm just getting sidetracked. Darn my ADD. So, yeah, I mean, I played it, and what I really liked about it was I was able to turn into a dragon. You know what I mean? I get the dragon powers and turn into a dragon. I mean, that's awesome, right? And, I mean, and also, I mean, and my dad actually thought that, I mean, when I described the character to him, he thought it was Pajama Sam. I mean, if you don't know what Pajama Sam is, then I don't blame you. I mean, he's more from the early times of PC games. I'm only 15, so yeah. I mean, I played it, and so here's some of the reasons why I just hate. Actually, okay, I don't hate it that much. I just can't bear to play Breath of Fire 2. I mean, the reason why I just don't like it is just, I mean, okay, here's a few things. 1. There's not much diversity between the races. Seriously, I mean, the races, I mean, as far as I went, I got the frog. And just so far, there's only been the main character who's a human, a Cheetara from Thundercats, an armadillo, a dog, and a flying person who was from the original. And that's it. I mean, just, that's not much diversity. I mean, just animals. That's all there are. They're just animals. I mean, why not have stuff like they had in the original? Like, I mean, they had werewolves, they had fish people, they had sorcerers. At least they were not trying to I mean, some of them were still humans or stuff, but still, I mean, at least they had diversity in what they were, instead of having different, instead of just being a different species, and that's it. I mean, sure, each of the characters had their own thing, but still, I mean, it's just a nitpick, I know, but it's just still. And also, I really do not like dogs. Okay, I lied. There's some dogs I just can't stand because I've been scarred to life because I was attacked by a dog. But I don't hate all dogs. So I mean, if there's gonna be a bunch of dogs that are gonna be hunting me down and gonna kill me, please don't, because I don't hate all of you. So yeah, I mean, anyways. And also, I mean, I'm just confused of why a lot of you just like Breath of Fire 2 much better. I mean, there's a friggin' monkey who's I like monkeys, but I just can't stand Sten. Or Stern, but it's pronounced Sten, but some people pronounce it Stern. At least Zell58, but whatever. It just, but yeah, I mean, and also, why the heck does the game not allow you to switch out your party members anytime? I mean, the original allowed it. The game allowed it, that you could do it. I mean, true, it didn't make any sense, but still, I mean, you have to go to a dragon statue in Breath of Fire 2, or go back to your hideout to switch out your party members. And even then, they won't level up. I mean, in the original, they would level up even if you don't have them. I mean, then you won't have to worry about being someone who you thought who was not good enough to go be left behind. I mean, other games did that. Like Super Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger. I mean, there's just a bunch of and Breath of Fire 1 did it. It's just not convenient. And also, I wouldn't mind it so much if they actually allowed equipping when they're not in your party. I mean, you would have to switch your party members out just for equipping. Just for friggin' equipping. I mean, that's something that that's more for something for someone who's not in your party, and then you would do that. It's something that you do in every single friggin' RPG that I know that has more than that has more than the amount that you're able to have in your party at the same time. Like, Also, Super Mario RPG also had that thing where you level up, and then you do it, and the people who are not in your party at the time will still level up. And and there's half the time I can't stand some of the characters. Actually, I lie. I mean, I lie because I can only not stand Sten, that stupid monkey. Now I know what Bennett the Sage means by, well, he didn't say anything about it. He just said, well, at least they didn't have Sten in the original. So, yeah. I mean, now I understand why. Sten is a friggin' idiot. And I have to use them just so I can go across a pit. And I just, and also the dragon forms have also been ruined. I mean, the dragon forms were so good in the original. I mean, you were able to transform and then stay for the entire battle, and if you didn't like it, you could switch back and then try another one. True, it used a lot of your AP, but still, I mean, it's much better than having a dragon power, then all your AP being taken, and then and then only one strike, and then you turn back into your puny human. Just the human is just. I mean, the sword is. It's just. And the dragon even allowed you to have your attack power stay there, including a boost. And it was so good. It was so good that way. I mean, the bosses were easier that way. What, did they think that the game was going to be hard? Or that the game was going to be too easy without that thing? Thanks, Square. Thanks a lot. Thanks for ruining something that was actually smart. You may have created one of my favorite RPGs of all time, but you still ruined a lot of things. I mean, you ruined it. Just like, what was wrong with the old ways in Breath of Fire 1? Why'd you have to change the stuff for the worse? Why change something that worked? Just why? Why, Square? Why? I still have 4 minutes left, so just the original Chrono Trigger allowed a much better way of switching. I mean, you could switch any time, and that was it. True, it didn't make any sense, but still, it was like Chrono Trigger, and that came later, and it worked then too. I mean, it's like you learned your lesson then, and just and also Breath of Fire 2. I cannot stand the music. The music is just painful for me to listen. It's just painful. I mean, I'm told I have a very good taste of music, and I like a lot of good music. I mean, I enjoy a lot of good things in life. I enjoy a lot of good things in life. It's just, the music is just painful. It's not because I have the emulator or anything. No, it's still painful. The game is just so painful to listen to. And I really wanted to like this. I really wanted to like Breath of Fire 2. I really do. I really did want to enjoy it. I really wanted to enjoy it. It was just it just blows my mind of what they were thinking. It just I mean, and I actually really enjoy Breath of Fire 1 because of the switching option. I mean, because actually it allows you to switch the different things. It did it in Breath of Fire 2 as well. But it's just, I mean, it's just a very unfitting way to have the sequel. It's like the game has just got infected with the case of sequelitis. Just you just yeah. And once again, I mean, and also, before I end this, let me just ask you one question, Breath of Fire 2 fans. I mean, if you're one of those people who watch this video, just tell me why you like Breath of Fire 2 more than Breath of Fire 1 if you play Breath of Fire 1. Just tell me that. Although I have a bet of what all of them are gonna be. Oh yes. And it's sad because I really wanted to enjoy it, and I really like the shaman system and the fact that your hideout becomes a town. That's just awesome. I gotta finish this up, so yeah, just live long and prosper, and more rants will come up soon, I hope. And don't hate me for this, because this is just my honest opinion.